occupation has to fall. Brick by brick, wall by wall. The occupation has to fall. Brick by brick, wall by wall. The occupation has to fall. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. The people united will never be defeated. 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 Hey Biden, what do you say? How many kids have you killed today? Hey Biden, what do you say? How many kids have you killed today? Hey Starmer, what do you say? How many kids have you killed today? Hey Starmer, what do you say? How many kids have you killed today? Hey Biden, what do you say? How many kids have you killed today? From the river to the sea, from the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever. From the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever. Palestine will live forever. Palestine will live forever. Live forever. Live forever. Live forever. Live forever.
Ceasefire, ceasefire.
Ceasefire, 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 we need a resetter. We wanna. I'm from the river to the sea. 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 I'm from the sea to the river. 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 I shut it down. I shut it down. I shut it down. I shut it down. The occupation. The occupation. The siege on Gaza. The siege on Gaza. The apartheid rule. The apartheid rule. The Israeli state. The Israeli state. And Labour Party. And Keir Starmer. And Downing Street. And Downing Street. And Netanyahu. And the whole damn system. 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 Shut it down. 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 I shut it down. Shut it down. I shut it down. Shut it down. I shut it down for Palestine. 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 Cause in our thousands, in our millions. In our millions, in our billions. In our thousands, in our millions. In our millions, in our billions. And we are ruled. 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 free Palestine. Free Palestine. And decolonize. And stop the genocide. And end apartheid. And the people united. And the people united. And the people united.
Will never be defeated.
And the people united.
Will never be defeated.
'Cause one, we are the people too.
We must be silent.
And three,
Stop the bombing now, 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 now.
one,
We are the people.
two,
We must be silent.
three,
Stop the bombing now, 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 now.
and one,
We are the people.
and two,
We must be silent.
and three,
Stop the bombing now, 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 now.
and one, and two,
We must be silent.
and three,
Stop the bombing now, 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 now.
and one,
We are the people.
two,
We must be silent.
and three,
Stop the bombing now, 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 now. We are the people. We must be silent. Stop the bombing now, 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 now.
and one, and two,
We must be silent.
and three,
Stop the bombing now.
now, and one, and two,
We must be silent.
and three.
Stop the bombing now, 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 now. We are the people. We are the people. Stop the bombing now, 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 now. One. We are the people. Two. We must be silent. Three. Stop the bombing now, 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 now. One. We are the people. Two. We must be silent. Three. Stop the bombing now, 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 now. We are the people. Two. We must be silent. Three. Stop the bombing now, 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 now.
And one,
We are the people.
and two,
We must be silent.
and three,
Stop the bombing now, 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 now.
and three, free Palestine,
Free Palestine.
and three, decolonize, and stop the genocide,
Stop the genocide.
and end apartheid,
And the apartheid.
and free Palestine,
Free Palestine.
and three, decolonize,
Free decolonize.
and stop the genocide,
Stop the genocide.
and end apartheid,
And the apartheid.
and end apartheid, and free,
Palestine.
and free,
Palestine.
and free,
Palestine.
and free, and free the people, free their land,
No peace on stolen land.
and free the people, free their land,
No peace on stolen land.
and no peace on stolen land,
No peace on stolen land.
and free the people, free their land,
No peace on stolen land.
and no peace on stolen land,
No peace on stolen land.
and liberation, liberation,
Liberation, liberation.
no more occupation, liberation, liberation, no more occupation, and revolution, revolution, long live the revolution. Free, 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 from the river to the sea, from the river to the sea, from the sea to the river, from the sea to the river. Amen. Can everyone please take 4 steps forward? Everyone please take 4 steps forward. Come close to this area here. Thank you so much.
Thank you everybody for coming. We are Palestine Pulse, working in conjunction with Palestinian Forum in Britain, PFB, and the Healthcare Workers for Palestine as well. We are here obviously to commemorate, to honor all of our martyrs, not just since October, but since pre-then as well. Can we have a moment for them, please? Thank you, everybody. Now introducing our first speaker, we have Ibrahim, representing the Palestinian Forum in Britain. Please, would you like to come forward?
Thank you very much. My brothers and sisters, thank you very much for coming here today. Today is a very important day, not just for the Palestinians, but for every single person on this planet who supports human rights. Today, Israel has committed more crimes in Gaza, and I think most of you have heard the news since the early morning. We all woke up to these very sad news of more than 500 Palestinians between dead and wounded, more than 500 Palestinian family grieving for their loved ones. And who has committed this? The only democracy in the galaxy. Isn't that right? They keep committing a crime after crime, a massacre after massacre, before the very eyes of this so-called civilized world, civilized governments, before the very eyes of our government, between the very eyes of Starmer, the Labour Party, the Conservative Party, and all other countries around the globe. And the irony, instead of standing by the human, they stand by the criminal entity, the one who keep killing innocent civilians. And I just have one question for Starmer and the government and everyone who supports this criminal entity of Israel. Tell me one country in the world that killed more than 17,000 child so far, that could fill more than 30 schools in the United Kingdom, and we stand up by state. Which country in the world that killed 17,000 child, and they still call this self-defense? Self-defense, my brothers and sisters. Tell me one country in the world that killed more than 500 innocent people to assassinate one person, according to them, which we don't believe them. They're using propaganda just to justify the murder of the Palestinian people, because they know our democracy is a threat to them, because they know our existence is just a threat to them. But we are not going away, because we are the Palestinians, because we are what? Because we are the Palestinians. We were in that land. We're going to stay in that land. That land is ours, and we are from Palestine, and we only belong to Palestine. We only belong to Palestine.
End occupation.
Yesterday, I had my cousin got killed in Gaza, and 3 weeks ago, my another cousin. And the sad thing, my aunt lives in the south. In that designated area, the same area, there's a bomb today. And her son remained in Gaza City. She didn't see him for 9 months. He's 21 years old only. He just graduated from university. And he got killed in cold blood in Gaza City, inside a school for displaced people. They just bombed it like that, killing hundreds of people inside that school. and injuring some of them. In Gaza City, my aunt is so devastated because this is her second son. The first one was about 3 or 4 weeks ago. He went to see his wife and his only child. On the way back, a sniper, for fun, sniped him in the head and didn't allow any ambulance to come closer to rescue him. And this person, my cousin, is not number as any of these thousands. It's a story of sadness and grief. Yet for Israel, it's shoot for fun. It's just shoot for fun. And yet our government that represents a civilized country is still siding by them, supporting them. And instead of just supporting them by words, no, they send weapons to them. They send surveillance airplanes to them. They are complicit in this genocide along with other European countries, which is absolutely shameful. So my brothers and sisters, to cut this short, I know you're all following the news. Please continue to talk about Palestine and Gaza. Every single minute is not just a minute going by. Blood is being taken, a soul is being taken. An innocent civilian is bleeding. So we need to intensify our efforts and call for this genocide to end, to call for an immediate ceasefire. We need to use all legal methods to stop this genocide right now. Intensify our efforts. Keep protesting. Send more emails to MPs. Show up every single day in front of 10 Downing Street. Tell them we are not going to stay silent for this murder. We're not going to stay silent for this genocide that is live streaming before our very eyes. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. And we are not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. We're staying here today, tomorrow, and after tomorrow until this ends. Until this ends. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ibrahim, from the Palestinian Forum in Britain, for your inspiring and motivating message. Stop killing children!
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 Stop bombing hospitals!
Stop bombing hospitals!
Stop bombing hospitals!
Stop bombing hospitals!
Stop killing children!
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 Zionism terrorism!
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 Terrorism, Zionism!
Terrorism Zionism!
Terrorism, Zionism!
Terrorism Zionism!
Stop killing children!
Stop killing children!
Stop killing children!
Stop killing children!
From the sea to the river!
Palestine will live forever!
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 Palestine will live forever! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
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 We're not thousands, we're not millions!
We are all Palestinians!
We are all Palestinians!
We are all Palestinians!
We are all!
Palestinians!
We are all!
Palestinians!
Introducing our next speaker, a familiar face of many of you, I'm sure, spreading the message through social media. We have our dear comrade, Yes. So this is 10 Downing Street.
And apparently, this is Keir Starmer's house. But that parliament over there, that building over there, it doesn't belong to any MP. It doesn't belong to any prime minister. It belongs to each and every one of you. That's our house. So week by week, whether it's in Manchester or Leeds or London, I've seen thousands of people. People in wheelchairs, people with walking sticks, people with walking frames, people who are young and old, babies and children and old people. A coalition of people who are black and brown and Jewish and white and Christian and Muslim and atheist, a rainbow coalition that the world has never seen before. This is a coalition of change, a coalition of hope. Keir Starmer might think that he's won 412 seats, but that was on 33% of the vote. Over 80% of the British public didn't vote for that man. But over 76% of the public is in favor of a permanent ceasefire right now. It's that movement for a ceasefire that got 5 pro-Palestinian MPs elected in the general election of 2024. And the media can characterize that as Muslim anger, but they don't get it. That's why those people won in the first place, because it's not just Muslim anger. It's not just black anger. It's not just brown anger. It's human anger. Because we recognize that our Palestinian brothers and sisters are human beings, and that's why people are angry. We're angry because they're killing human beings by the tens of thousands. That's why those people got elected. That's why people are angry, for no other reason than our Palestinian brothers, sisters, and others are part of us. If you attack one, you attack all. If you attack them, you attack us. You blow up a school in Gaza, you blow up a school here. If you kill Palestinians in the West Bank, you kill Palestinians here. If you kill 1 Hindu job or 2 Hindu jobs or 3 Hindu jobs, you've killed some 6-year-olds right here in the United Kingdom. It might not be obvious to a West Streeting or a Keir Starmer, but we know deep in our soul, deep in our bones, that Palestinians are human beings just like the rest of us. They bleed blood just like us. They breathe air just like us. They have hopes and dreams just like us. And it's because of that that we're going to stand with them, not just today, not just tomorrow, but for the rest of our natural lives here on this planet. The Palestinian cause is a cause not just for Palestinians, but a cause for all human beings. So I know people are sick and tired. I know people are angry. I know people are upset. I know people are tired. But there's hope on the horizon. There's hope in every Palestinian that still breathes today. There's hope in Palestinians behind me and in the crowd. There's hope in brothers and sisters continuing to stand and struggle with each other. Because as long as we struggle, as long as we fight, then the Palestinian cause is more than alive and well. The Palestinian people are alive and well. And as long as they are alive and well, we will continue to fight. We will continue to struggle. But more than that, we will continue to win and win and win and win. We're not just here. We're not just here to take part. We're not just here to take part. We're here to call into question the whole system. The same system that can kill Hindu Job is the same system that can assassinate Chris Kaba on the streets of London. It's the same system that can lead to the death of Rob Ishaq, a toddler in his own home because of the mold, because of a system that says if your skin is black and brown, that maybe you deserve just a little bit less. That if you're a public sector worker, maybe you just deserve a little bit less. That if you're not in the halls of capital and power, that maybe you deserve a little bit less. But we're here to say, as Mick Lynch said, we're not going to take it anymore. We're not going to accept being poor anymore. We're not going to accept bombs falling anymore in our name. We're not going to accept any of it. We're going to recognize that we are all human beings and we all deserve something in this world. I was raised here like many of you in the United Kingdom. I was raised on the stories of democracy and liberalism. I was raised on the stories that said that we're all equal, that we're all together, that we're all human beings. But why not also for the Palestinians? Are they not human beings too? Yes or no? Yes! And if Palestinians are human beings, then we have to continue to recognize their humanity, not just in the words that we speak, but in the actions that we take day by day, in the boycott, divestment, and sanctions movement, in the human beings, the brave students who put their careers on the line, who put their futures on the line to stand up for justice. It means that every single one of you that I can see in this crowd has some role in this struggle. Every single one of you has some talent, some ability, some capacity to change, maybe not the whole world, but maybe it starts with your family members, maybe it starts in your workplace, maybe it starts in the streets of London or Leeds. Every single one of you has something to offer. Every single one of you can be the hope of another human being. And so I hope all of you are encouraged to continue to fight, to continue to struggle, and to continue to make a difference. Because remember, that same history that they taught me about when I was younger has a different strand. That same history got Bristol buses desegregated. That same history stopped the Vietnam War. That same history passed the Race Relations Act. There's a history of struggle in the United Kingdom. There's a history of boycott in the United Kingdom. When there was the sugar boycotts, it freed ancestors who looked just a little bit like me. There's a history of struggle here. And if every single one of you can recognize that and can take part in that, then we will win in the end. We will win in the end. Believe me, we will win in the end. Just to close, we're here not just to take part, we're here to win. Remember that. We're here not just to take part, we're here to win. And winning comes from organizing. Winning comes from mobilizing. Winning comes from remembering that when you look from your left to your right, that there's a human being standing next to you, that no border can separate you, that no racial ideology from Nigel Farage to Tommy Robinson can divide you, that the only thing that divides us is the barriers that we erect between ourselves, and we can tear down those barriers. We can recognize that there's a better future out there, there's hope out there, and each and every one of you has a part in that hope, in that future. So take it by the hands, take it with your eyes, with your heart, with your mouth, with your tongues, with every single thing that you have. Take hope. Palestine will be free. Congo will be free. Sudan will be free. Homelessness will be eradicated one day. People will be free one day. And we're going to make it happen day by day with everything that we do. The struggle doesn't die here. It lives here. Thank you.
Thank you for your uplifting speech. Please, can you tell the people where to follow you to find more?
Novo, but it's not just me. There's so many groups who make this kind of thing possible, who make this kind of thing happen. So please, come here at the end and follow everybody who comes up to speak, because they all need your support. And the only way that we can combat a Rupert Murdoch or the powerful people who own and control our media and our spaces is to provide a people-powered alternative, and everyone is part of that. So thank you.
Truly representing the grassroots movement in London. Our next speaker, we have Dr. Swee Ang, who has had a lot of extensive experience firsthand working as a doctor in Palestine. Not only that, she's also the founder of Medical Aid for Palestine. Can we have a round of applause for Dr. Swee Ang, please?
Wow, thank you for the welcome. I need it. I need it more than all of that. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
No, you can't.
Free
Palestine! Free Palestine! Okay, as I was leaving home, I saw on the social media that they have just bombed and killed 71 Palestinians in a safe zone of Al Mawasi. Shame! Shame! It is painful to follow the news very closely and not find anything on the mainstream media about this. But while I was coming, I could only think of the 4 women in Gaza City shot dead 3 days ago. And they were shot dead because They wanted to empty Gaza City, ethnically cleanse it, and these 4 women could not evacuate because they're looking after one of them in a wheelchair. Instead of giving them time, they killed all of them. So this is the situation. But yet, at the same time, we also are here. We have been here for 9 months, regularly remembering and also crying and supporting it and making it known to the people in Gaza that we have not forgotten them. We are the other arm of their struggle. We are the other arm of their liberation. Yet, we know that our government is still sending arms to commit massacre, war crimes, and genocide. Destroying their hospitals, homes, clinics, schools, mosques, churches, and everything else that people need to live. How can we allow such a situation to carry on? Recognize our power. We can make the changes. We have made changes. Do not underestimate your power, because with you is the ability to make changes, and we must do it. There is no way out. Not to do it is a crime. Not to do it will leave us to regret. The opposition leader has now become a prime minister. He was the one who thought that the denial of food and water to the people of Gaza is a right of self-defense. And you are talking about a very overcrowded Gaza where people were displaced into safe zones at Mawasi with 950 people sharing one toilet, only to be bombed and killed. For me, it is doubly painful. It compounded my pain by the fact that the charity I have founded and nurtured for more than 4 decades for the Palestinians, hoping that it will be their NGO, it will support them to the day when they don't need us anymore, had supported its CEO to campaign with the leader of that party. I hate to say this because it is so painful. MED was founded by us for the Palestinians. After the Sabra Shatila massacre, we say we are weak and powerless. We do not have armies to defend you, but we'll do all we can to make sure that you rebuild your hospitals, you take care of their wounded, and we will make your story known and we tell it to the whole world. Even when we run out of money and we've got no antibiotics to give you, when our doctors are deported, we will still speak up for you. And that is the first job of MED, to advocate for the Palestinians. If we forget that and think that Palestinians are just beggars for food and medicine, then we have failed. We do not see the dignity of the Palestinians as paramount. We do not understand that the humanity is top priority. We get up believing in human rights, and the Palestinians must have that human rights. And even if we have got nothing to give them, not a single coin left, we will support their dignity. And their dignity must come through our efforts. Massacres are never neutral. Massacres are orchestrated and designed. In 1982, I lived through the Sabah Shatila massacre, which was orchestrated. It was planned. The people were put under siege and murdered. 3,500 people in 3 days. If you extrapolate that to 9 months, you can see how many people would have been killed. So massacres did not happen by chance. It's not a couple of angry soldiers with a machine gun go into a house and machine gun everybody. They have been told to do it. So the criminals who told them to do it must be brought to justice. The bombs and bullets have killed 38,000, with more than 10,000 still buried under the rubble, wounded 87,000, and created 21,000 children with no surviving family, with another 20,000 children missing, feared, dead, and abducted. It is estimated, however, by the authors of Lancet, a well-prestigious medical journal which all doctors read, that 4 times as many will die of starvation, thirst, and diseases from the man-made famine and extreme overcrowding. So, in the next few weeks and months, at least 186,000 out of a population of 2.3 million will be dead as a result of this orchestrated genocide. It is important to demonstrate. It is important to speak up. It is important to exercise our rights as citizens in this country to demand human rights for our brothers and sisters all over the world. We must do it. We must make known the intensity of anger at this inhumanity, to scream out loud, hoping that government will hear and act to rectify this situation. We have done so for 9 months. We were met with silence, but we will continue. And today, I've got 4 suggestions as to what we should do. Please hear me out. Firstly, do not give money to organizations that purport to support Palestinians, but do not take a clear stand against the war crimes and genocide committed against them. Yes. Their rights and dignity come first. Yeah, respect their dignity. Campaign relentless to insist our tax money must be reinstated to fund UNRWA. The previous government defunded UNRWA. We must put pressure on the new government to restore funding. Donate to UNRWA individually. UNRWA has fed, vaccinated, educated, provided primary health care, and built shelters for the Palestinians for 75 years. If you care for Palestinians, you must support UNRWA because they keep the Palestinians alive and the right of return alive. Support BDS. I do not have to belabor the fact. You know, it is the most powerful weapon that all of us have in our hands. Do not forget, you have that power in your hand. Finally, support each other, for we are all on the same journey. It is a long and tough journey for the Palestinians. Be with them till the end and be with each other.
Everybody make some noise for Dr. C, please. Has had extensive experience working in hospitals in Palestine. Please, everybody, turn around and make some noise for our brothers in faith and humanity, our rabbis, please. go. The state of Israel has to go. Judaism yes, Zionism no. The state of Israel has to go. Thank you. Introducing our next speaker, another very recognizable face, Andrew Feinstein, who served as an MP in the ANC under Nelson Mandela and campaigned against Kid Starver in Downing Street today. Everybody make some noise for Andrew Feinstein, please.
Thank you very much, and thank you so much to the organizers and to all of you for being here. As we hear every hour of new atrocities in Gaza, let us actually consider the message that the British people sent in this last election. It wasn't that we wanted Keir Starmer. We obviously didn't want Rishi Sunak. This was the lowest voter turnout in British history since universal suffrage was first introduced. What does that tell us? It tells us the vast majority of us are sick and tired of our mendacious, corrupt, murderous politicians. When Keir Starmer walked into that building across the road, he became the first person in British electoral history to enter Downing Street, not having not increased his majority in his own constituency, which every single other prime minister in history has done. His vote was cut by half. His majority was reduced from over 27,000 to 11,000. That tells us that if we'd had a proper choice in this country, not just a choice between two Zionist-supporting, neoliberal, corrupt political parties, the vast majority of people in this country would not want that Knight of the Realm in Downing Street. Let us never forget what he said straight after he lied his way to the leadership of the Labour Party. He said, "I am a Zionist without qualification." This pathetic excuse of a human being who claims to have been a human rights lawyer but does not have the humanity to call for a ceasefire or to halt arms sales to Israel, even though he now has the power to do so. In his own constituency of Holborn and St Pancras, people want investment in the NHS. People want decent, low-cost housing. Not what Keir Starmer and his billionaire mates call affordable housing. Housing that ordinary people can afford to live in. Housing in which repairs are done when things go wrong. We want education. We don't want our children to start life tens of thousands of pounds in debt if they're lucky enough to go to university. But instead, Keir Starmer spends tens of billions of pounds of our money subsidizing the weapons makers that illegally in terms of British law and international law, illegally export their weapons to Israel to be used in the slaughter of innocent Palestinians every single hour of every single day. So the time has now come for Keir Starmer to demand a ceasefire of Israel, for Keir Starmer to halt all arms sales to Israel now. Because every minute that he does not, the blood of the Palestinians killed multiplies on his hands. And we can never, ever let him forget, and we will never, ever forgive. What we are going to do now is in his own constituency of Holborn and St. Pancras, in Camden, in Islington North, where Jeremy Corbyn won by over 8,000 votes, achieving over 6,500 more votes than Keir Starmer did in his own constituency. Since last week, Jeremy and I have already been organizing new local structures in our areas to hold Keir Starmer to account, to hold this right-wing government to account. And out of these local structures, which must come from the grassroots, which must be mass-based, and most important of all, which have to be democratic, because there is no democracy in Downing Street, there is no democracy in Westminster. We have to create democracy from the bottom up. And from our local organizations, we are going to build a mass-based, grassroots, and democratic movement across this country that is going to change the structures and functioning of our politics forever. Because we will not allow the ruling elite and their billionaire donors to conduct one more farcical election like we have just endured. And finally, just before the election, when Keir Starmer was asked who his political hero was, it took him what felt like half an hour to eventually come up with the name of my former boss, Nelson Mandela. Well, Keir Starmer, let me tell you something. Nelson Mandela, a man of integrity, of courage, of commitment, of principles, of humanity, was everything you are not. And let me remind you, and let us remind Keir Starmer, that his political hero, on emerging 27 years in an apartheid jail, immediately said, "Our freedom is incomplete without the freedom of the Palestinian people."